let's get into what I think was Tua's best pass ever. And yesterday at the podium, he dropped a bomb that the Gap Band couldn't even match. And to me, again, this puts us at odds and talking about it and all that. To me, it was beautiful. It was awesome. It was needed because it's what's going on. But yet, the McDaniels of the world will never fix it. The front office, the ownership, they can't fix it, right? So somebody has got to throw the lit grenade and kind of like let it explode, okay? Because I told you guys last offseason, as I showed you all the defections and I walked you through all of the stuff. If you didn't watch during the offseason, that's sorry, that's what you get insight there too at the same time. And we walked you through every person that left and reasons and all that. And it had to do with the entire environment of the team. Okay. And I know that we're at a point where, it's forbidden to throw your teammates under the bus. And I would agree with that normally. But not in this case. Not in this case. Why? What are we protecting? There's nothing to protect. Somebody has to light the fuse so the destruction of it all happens. Those of you that don't want Tua around, this is awesome. This speeds up the process of getting rid of Tua. Those of you that want Mike McDaniel fired, this speeds up the process of getting Mike McDaniel fired. Those of you that want changes in the front office, well, if Stephen Ross didn't hire Mike McDaniel, I think those changes are coming. Because I'm still not sure if Mike McDaniel was hired by even Chris Greer yet. I'm still not sure of that. Because the owner does too many things on his own. Okay? And so he's the one that extended Joe Philbin when everybody, like, how disconnected are you from this team? He's the one that extended Mike McDaniel. I know for a fact, 100%. Listen to me, 100%. The front office didn't want to pay Tyreek Hill. So what forced the change? And so these are things that, whatever. So, but the good thing is, you want change. I want change. How's it going to happen? Obviously, losses aren't enough. So I'm glad somebody's talking. I'm glad that they're throwing people under the bus that deserve to be thrown under the bus. And if Tua goes along with it, then so be it. He's not going to win here anyway. Nobody wins here anyway. So it's his way also personally of saying, dude, I've had enough of this. I'm tired. Since I got here, I had a coach that was sabotaging me, didn't want me around. Now I got a goofball that can't even get a play in on Rye, then can't commit to the run, can't do anything. I've got Darren. Bro, can you imagine being Tua and watching Darren Waller just standing there on the sidelines? Just standing there. No, we're going to save him, like, in case of emergency, break glass. Like, what the fuck are you doing? How is Darren Waller being saved? So I'm glad if Tua's frustrated, dude, air it out. I'm glad. I hope the finger pointing starts. I hope that everything bubbles up, dude. What are we protecting here? I'm sorry, is this the Panthers? Is there like a dynasty going on that whoa, wait a minute, guys, let's relax here. We got something really good going on. No. Is this the Canes where Maybe Mario now, it looks like he's got his guys. It looks like the program's turning around and heading in the right direction. And all of a sudden, a bomb is dropped. And, whoa, wait a minute. No, that's not what's going on here. What are you trying to save? I'm trying to figure this out. Why are you so enraged? Who gives a shit? You care about the team, right? You want them to change, right? You want people to get fired, right? Thank you, Tua. Thank you. Let's go. Losing is not enough, clearly, for Stephen Ross, right? Losing's not enough. The man extended Joe Philbin on a meaningless win against Minnesota. A bad team he beat, and I think, did that get them like one game over 500 or some crap like that or some, I don't know what it was. But that's not on the front office. So this is what we need. And if you dislike Tua, good. This is more reason for you to dislike Tua. And if you don't want Tua here, this is a conduit for his exit. This is awesome. This is fantastic. You want this. You want to air all of this out. There is nothing worth saving here. Understand that. So what are you enraged about? What are you protecting? What do you care? I hope more people start pointing fingers. I hope more people start complaining about McDaniel, about whatever, dude. Good. Maybe the owner will do something. Maybe the owner will wake up and figure out what he has to do. I don't know. But the status quo, where you're just going to tell us that everything will be all right and we'll figure it out and we got to get back to the drawing board, that shit don't work. So I'm glad. I want the dysfunction. I want it to bubble up. I want it to get out there. Tua did you a favor. Whether you like him or hate him, whether you want him or you don't, he did you a favor yesterday. Because all we're getting is two-faced bullshit from the Miami Dolphins for decades. We see the problems, but they don't really address the problems. They don't really talk about them. And then until it's too late. There's nothing to save here. Don't act like you're so insulted by it. And if you dislike Tua, good for you. If you don't want him, good for you. This is exactly what you want. If he ostracizes himself from the locker room, this is what you want. If he exposes a bunch of people in the locker room, this is what you want. If it gets the head coach fired, this is what you want. If it makes changes throughout the organization, this is what you want. But somebody's got to say something. And if I'm Tua, I'm also going to start thinking about myself. Look, man, he's got his money already. It's guaranteed whether you like it or not. Maybe he can play his way out of not even playing anymore. And he can sit down, avoid injuries, and then get the hell out. The good thing is that this will lead to something. We need some closure in all of this, don't we? You know what I'm saying? Lord knows I want it. You know, Lord knows since they drafted him, it's been a dramatic problem from the get-go. It doesn't matter whether he plays well or not. It's been a terrible, terrible issue the entire time. I'm tired of it personally. So I'm all for him getting the hell out of here. Okay? It is what it is. You took an injury-prone quarterback, and now you've kind of had to deal with it. You know what I'm saying? Herbert, for me, ain't shit, and he proved it again. He's nothing, bro. He for all his talent, he plays as small as it gets. The player to take that day was the guy I wanted. which was Tristan Wirfs. That's the player I wanted. That's the best player out of the three. Out of Justin Herbert, Tua Tagovailoa, and Tristan Wirfs, the guy that's had the best career, the guy that already looks like a Hall of Famer is Tristan Wirfs. He's played at a Hall of Fame level in his first 5 years. Something neither of those guys can say. That was the guy to take. So you can go back and check the video. I like Tua. He can pass the ball, but you got to know how to build around him, and they have not built the right way around. When you have statues, you need to build right around statues, and we don't. So I'm glad, man. I'm glad. This place is not for Tua. He's not for most of you out there. They are not going to build for him anyway. He's not going to succeed here anyway. No quarterback. It's not like any quarterback succeeds here, dude. None of them. Even shitty-ass Tannehill, at least Mike Vrabel understood, okay, this guy, I need him to just manage the offense because, Derrick Henry, the offensive line, and the defense will carry us, and he just needs to make a couple passes. Even he got him farther, and he's a bum. Ryan Tannehill is as a bum gets. Okay? He's as big a choker and a yellow belly as it gets, and they got him to an AFC championship game. Nick Foles ain't shit, and he's a Super Bowl winner. Okay? Jalen Hurts, yeah, he's a runner, a tough kid, an outstanding human being. He's a mediocre-ass passer. He's a Super Bowl winner. No quarterback will ever succeed here because we ruined Marino, and we won't win with Tua either, bro. Okay? So it doesn't matter whether you have the freak or you have the solid passer. You won't win. Doesn't matter because we don't build it right. No matter what decade, no matter what coach, no matter what front office, we don't build it right. So that's the bottom line. I'm glad he dropped that grenade yesterday. I am really glad that, and there's no walking it back and that it's players meetings at the position players and this and that. And I don't want to hear about any of that shit. Okay. This is a team that doesn't believe in its leadership. That's all. And why would you? This is where we're not being honest with ourselves. Look at McDaniel. Why the hell would you even believe in that? Why would you believe in Joe Philbin? But, the owner's counting money and his family's counting money, and that's all they give a shit about, dude. They'll try to win if they can cut some corners and cheat. They don't even know how to cheat. And if it happens, they'll win, all right. But if they don't, they're fine with it, dude. They're fine with it. They're not going, oh my God. If you really cared, you would have made changes already. If you really cared, you wouldn't have extended McDaniel. You would have held his feet to the fire in the final year of his deal and say, either you get your shit straight or get the hell out of here. You know what I mean? After the 0-3 start, you should have fired him. What are we doing? And he's a man that doesn't know what he's watching. When it comes to football, Stephen Ross is as stupid as it gets. His actions speak loud and clear. I am incredibly stupid at football. I'm a master at real estate, but I am a buffoon when it comes to football. And that's it. Only a buffoon extends Philbin and Mike McDaniel. And that has nothing to do with any general manager in place. Nothing. Does not matter because it was a different general manager under Philbin and a different general manager now. So it's the same owner. It's the same owner that went after Harbaugh in the middle of the night. It's the same owner that lost a third-round pick for going after Sean Payton and Tom Brady. It's the same owner that does dirty, cheating stuff, lying, and stupidity. While Stephen Ross is known that he will spend money, he's also known as a horrible cheater, a liar, and a dumb ass football owner. Oh, by the way, he's a real estate giant. You know, that property holds all kinds of events, championships, Super Bowls, concerts, F1 race, tennis tournament, hospital. Real estate wise, he knows how to, okay, gather properties. Boom, boom, boom. Value goes through the roof. That's awesome. But physically run one of those, he can't. And that's what he does with the Dolphins. And he's the main culprit why you're not going to get anywhere, because he's a bad owner. And you'll never get rid of him because his family is making so much money off that property because Tom Garfinkel is a genius. And what he has done and built there, man, he's a stud and a half. But at the same time, it gives them the luxury that they just don't have to give an F. Everybody will still buy tickets. Dolphins will still have fan fests. We're still going to have Dolphin clubs and bars all over the world. You will still buy tickets. You will still go on the road, and they know it. No matter what they give you, dude, they can give you Wannstedt, you still go back. They can give you Philbin, you still go back. They can give you McDaniel, you still will go back. They can give you Cam Cameron, and you're still going to go back. It is a Teflon business. By the way, as dumb as Stephen Ross is running a football team, we're just as dumb as fans.